It is not a party without good music, and great beats will elevate the energy to a whole new level. Just ask our next guest. He's been mixing the soundtrack to events across Central Ohio for nearly 20 years. DJ iShine has been dropping beats at celebrations from weddings to community festivals to corporate events. And we get to chat with the man behind the DJ table, Christopher Summers, aka DJ iShine. Great to have you here, sir.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. Thank you so much.
How did you get started? How did this all begin, you becoming a DJ?
Well, I mean, really how it got started was I started off in high school years ago. I'm originally from the DC area, but then in high school I discovered music and sang a song, not really good at it, and then the kids at the time, you know, leaked it to the school, and then I was like, okay, I could walk around with a bag over my head for the next 3 years, or I could make something of this. So that's what I did. I made something of it. I made friends with one of the upperclassmen, and you know, he taught me how to DJ, and then I went to Ohio University, class of 2012, and I DJ a lot of parties and bars and things like that, a lot of nightlife stuff, and from there started a business in 2018, but worked a lot of jobs on the back end so I can learn how to start a business, and then decided to get into the weddings and events industry because my wedding DJ at the time, he really inspired me. So.
And you have done very well. I mean, being able to carry on this business for nearly 2 decades is extremely successful.
Yes.
What do you what do you credit as being the catalyst for making this such a successful business?
Well, really, it's just creating a personal and creative spin and a vibe with our clients. You know, when I first got into this, I always wanted to create the type of experience I had at my wedding with my wife, you know, and our DJ. And really, with that being said, I was just like, you know, I just wanted to connect with the clients and collaborate. And music is just like that one language that, you know, we all can speak, well, you know, hear and vibe with. So that's really it with that.
Talk to us about the purpose of the slogan, shining memories through experiences and music.
Well, it's really quite simple. You know, the name is iShine Music Production, so it's kind of like, hey, I shine at music. So it's just like, you know, it's kind of like a little pun on that. And, you know, we want to create every memory, you know, with each client, you know, and, you know, a lot of people, when it comes to weddings and events, you know, you see somebody that you haven't seen in years come to your party, or, you know, being like your bridal party, or, you know, at your wedding, and you just really want to make sure that, you know, with music and the atmosphere and the vibe, that, you know, everyone's just having a good time. You know, I live to have a good dance floor, a full dance floor, and fun with that. So it's just kind of just like empowering the client and empowering the couple.
I thought it was wonderful what you and I were talking before the show, and you explained that you like to get to know the couples that you are DJing for.
I really do. It's really fun. You know, like there's people that I've met on this journey that have really touched my heart and my soul and stuff like that. And there's some clients that I've actually have grown to create more business with, like this one venue, this one client that I worked with, I DJ'd her wedding a few years ago, and I'm actually a preferred vendor at her place. And there's some couples that still stay in touch with me that I follow on Instagram. They follow me back, and it's pretty cool like that, especially with this type of generation nowadays where, you know, we're connected, but we're like really not really connected. So it's like, I just like to bridge the gap with that. So
well said. And I think that is what it's so fascinating and amazing about what you do is you are having to bring folks to the dance floor who are every age, right? Every personality. That's an art.
Yeah, it's not easy, but over time and years, you start to see what works and what doesn't. You know, I like to really like tell photographers and videographers in the beginning, like, I want to make sure we get everybody on the dance floor like at the beginning, so you get good photos, so that way we can give them to the client and all that good stuff. So it's just bridging the gaps throughout generations with music, and that's what really makes this fun. So
when it comes to what separates you from the others, is that what it is? Is that how much you put into who you're working for at the time? What else differentiates you from other DJs?
Well, that's pretty much it. I mean, most DJs I've seen DJs over the years where the focus is on the spectacle, you know, like where you could just like have CO2 cannons, have fireworks here, everywhere, and that's cool. You know, I like being a part of presentations like that. And there's some DJs where they just like sit in the corner and just play the music like a jukebox. And with iShine, like we like to bridge the gap with that. So it's like we found our blue ocean strategy, and you know, we've been swimming in that ocean since.
What's the future for iShine Music Productions?
Oh, that's a really good question. I mean, like, every day is not a promise. You just have to do your best. And I just really see this business being the type that you know, Ohio, Columbus has really shown love and appreciation here. But, you know, there's some clients in Michigan that have said, you know, we want to work with you. Some in Pennsylvania, some in Virginia. So maybe nationwide, maybe international, who knows?
Absolutely.
But open to it. So.
How do folks reach out and book you?
Yeah, well, iShineMusicPro.com, ISHINE musicpro.com, or you can follow me on Instagram at DJ iShine Live, DJISHINE LIVE Instagram.
All right,
So.
and folks, for those watching, we have it all up on the screen now. Christopher, thank you and best of luck
Thank you.
in the future.
Appreciate it. It was fun.